This week's video is going to be a collaboration with Sebastian, and what we decided to do for this look is that we'd both be doing our own versions of a Dia de los Muertos look. And so today I'm going to be showing you how to do my version, but you can see Sebastian's at the end of the video, or I've linked his video down in the description box. And the first thing I'm going to do is cover that massive spot I have on my cheek. I'm going to be using a foundation which isn't quite pure white, but it's very, very pale for my skin tone. I'm going to be going over most of my face except for around the eyes and also the nose. You could go ahead and cover the nose since afterwards we are going to be covering it with black, but it's very good to use the white just to get a rough guideline. It makes it a lot easier later and you're a lot less likely to mess up if you try and make the shape with the foundation now. And then on the top I'm going to do a little bit of a dip from one side of my forehead to the other. Next on the nose I'm going to be taking some black cream makeup, an angled liner, and then I'm going to be filling in the nose, curving around the sides, and we're going to do a bit of an upside down heart shape. Right down the centre of the nose you want to aim towards the cupid's bow and then just get the edges so that they're a little bit more curved and it doesn't look just like a stick pointing right down towards your lips. Fill in any edges that you might have missed. And then with whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to do some really rough liner. It doesn't have to be too neat at this point. We're going to do the eyes later. And I won't be applying primer because I want the eye makeup around the eye to look a little bit messy later on. But on everything else, I want it to be pretty much pristine. So we're going to take that same black cream and we're going to circle around the eye. Love is all I need. Your touch. Along the top of the eye I'm going to start doing some swirls, and you just want to do a few light lines leading out, and then what we're going to do afterwards is once you've done the rough guidelines we're going to take those lines and we're going to curve them around and then up towards the little dip we've done along the top of my forehead. And try and make sure that those lines are really neat, but it doesn't matter too much. We'll clean up anything that's a little messy at the very last part of this. At the moment you just want a rough guideline. Underneath the eye I'm going to draw some lines straight down in a bit of a triangle shape. You want to do one line right down the centre and then three on either side, and then add a little dot at the very end. On the lips, draw a line down the centre, but then you're going to make it split aside so that it looks a little bit like a slingshot. And then on the rest of the mouth, we're just going to draw some lines outwards. So draw the lines first on the upper lip, and then mimic them on the lower lip. Then you would be home, I'd see. I'm going to fill in the lines on the upper lip, and then I'm going to be doing essentially an upside down heart again on my chin, and we want to lead down from the lips, so that line that goes right down the centre you're going to do a little curve and then fill in the chin, and then we're going to do some more lines leading out from the little circle that we've done. Well, not a circle, it's more like a teardrop on our chin, and do some lines leading out from it. I'm going to re-outline everything and then put a little cross at the very end of those little ticks. Now we're going to thicken everything up and make sure that it doesn't look too weak and flimsy. I'm going to do that over the lips, and then also on the lines leading out from my eyebrows. And I just want them to be quite rough, those lines actually, because afterwards we're going to be going over and blending them out. And it doesn't really have to be that neat, we just need a good amount of colour that we can later on blend. And then I'm going to replicate the design that I've already done on the right side of my face on my left. With whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to do a line which goes right underneath my cheekbones, and it's going to stop just short of the line which leads out from the side of my mouth. And then using the foundation brush, I'm going to blend that out. Before your heart, here in this place. Once those lines have been blended, I'm going to be taking a black pencil and then I'm going to be adding some dots underneath each of those lines that I've drawn right underneath my eye.
It's all I need. Your touch, your heat. Love is all I want. One light still.
Now on the forehead, I'm going to be blending a little bit more. You can use a brush for this, but one of the easier methods is actually just to use a cotton bud. You want to run it up along the sides, and then you're going to drag the colour out just so that there's a bit more of a gradient to it. In the centre of the lips, I'm going to be filling them in a little bit with a red lip liner and then blending it out so that it isn't completely black and white. And then I'm also going to be adding 4 dots right in between those lines, 3 in between them, and then 1 stopping just short of the line which is coming along the side of my mouth. And then we're going to add a small line just underneath my eye. To finish off the eye, I'm going to be blending out that colour right underneath the eye, and then I'm going to be taking a black eyeshadow, and of course I'm going to be using my favourite, and I'm going to be using a pencil brush, and looking straight down, I just want to bring that colour up into the crease and then blend it out.
Then you went me home.
On the forehead, I'm going to be taking a white pencil and then just going over things a little bit so that they're a little bit clearer and neater. And then also on the lip, I'm going to add a few little lines. And for the rest of the face, I'm going to be going over with some rhinestones, obviously. And I'm mostly going to be going over any of the dots on my face just so that they're a little bit more impactful once the rhinestones are on them. I'm going to be adding some false lashes and just covering it with a little bit of black eyeshadow once I'm done so that the glue isn't as visible. Add some flowers and that's it, you're done!
Celestial.